All right, it's time for Bloodsport Gladiators. So my debut as my character Claudius, we hosted a 3-day festival in Pompeii, our home. And on my man alone was cut down by 4 criminals on day 1. Day 2, we did survive the mob event, bringing down the elephant rider. However, in the last man event, which ended in a glorious final battle between my gladiator Titus and the lion that was released due to a lull in the action, the lion ultimately defeats Titus. And so festivals are very, very dangerous, and we did end up losing every single character. So the book states you've got to have a minimum of 4 to continue to play. We did earn coins, so we do have money. We have 3 criminals, and there's a lion. I'm thinking we need 4 minimum to travel and continue to play. So now what I need to do is purchase some more gladiators, right? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to this would be just May, May 16th or something, right? We're going to, now I personally would want to buy up these 3 surviving criminals, these slaves who slaughtered my man Maximus. And so I think I would spend the 3 to buy them. So they're all worth 1. But they all only do damage. And by the way, all of their ratings will be 90, 12, and 11. So I don't roll them up. I'm basically going to buy these men off the governor and make them work for me. Why not? They killed my man Maximus. So we're going to buy the 3 criminals, which will be 1, 9 through 12, and 11 is their defense. So we're going to get those 3, and I can give them names in a little bit. Also, we know the lion survived. The lion, I might well buy him as well. Again, we know the value of the lion is based on his durability of 3. Durability, by the way, resets after every day of action. So the lion, although he took some damage, would reset. And I'm going to buy that lion. He's 3, though, so that's going to be 6. I'm going to buy that lion. So he's a 3. And again, the lion is going to be a dangerous. The problem with having the lion and unleashing the lion is my own men are at risk. Remember, you can't control the lion. So if I release the lion or I put the lion in, but here's why I would buy the lion. I'm going to roll to do a, let's say I end up in a man alone event in Capua. I'm going to send the lion in the man alone event. So I'll send my lion in to kill their man alone. That way I preserve my gladiators, and I put a lion up. If my lion wins, great, I win. But if my lion dies, so what? I don't lose any gladiators, right? However, the lion cost me 3, so it's pretty steep. But we can, again, because it's there, I'm going to snatch it up. Especially since he killed Titus, right? And so that's 4. I've spent 6 coins out of my 9, and I'm going to have to get. So we got 3 criminals. That's 3, and a line of 3, and I have 3 left. I'm going to buy 1 more gladiator from the list, and I want a 3. I'm going to spend every penny I have, and I'm going to go with Gaius. He's a 3, 7, 8, and 5. So we're going to buy Gaius, who's a 3, 7 through 8 with a 5 defense. That's about the best I can get outside of a 5. And so now we have man alone for our next trip will be the lion. Our mob will be, criminal 1, criminal 2, and let's see if I can spell. What is my criminal 3? Gee, many Christmas, Jason. Criminal. And I would have Gaius or the mob. So I'm going to use my man alone. And remember, you've got to have 4 in your mob, and then it would be, and if I'm going to have to put Gaius in this, right? Right, and then in my last man group, again, it's going to be Gaius, criminal 1, criminal 2, and criminal 3. So that's what my roster would look like right now. So the lion, right, 2 through 7 with a defensive 4. I do not want my lion in with my mob or my last man, because then my characters become potentially wiped out. So this is what things would look like for me. Coins, I spent 6, 7, 8, 9 coins. I have 0. So I have to earn something in the next event. So now let's find out what our next event would be. We need to roll dice. So we're going to be invited for a one-day event. And remember, events, unless they're a festival, are a one-day deal. So that's why you can manage 3. We're going to end up going to Flavia Pozzuoli, Italy, Caesar Paulinus's place. So we are invited to a one-day event. One-day event in Flavia Pozzuoli, Italy, and this is Paulinus, right? Paulinus. All right, so we know we're doing that, but what's the event? And I kind of hope it's the last man, so I don't lose anybody, but the lion would cost me 3 to lose that. And 3, it's going to be a mob event. So we're going to do a one-day mob event, right? Now, out of curiosity, just because I'm crazy, Pompeii, miles from Pompeii to Flavia Pozzuoli, Italy. 5 ways. I don't want 5 ways travel. How far is it? Damn it! 42 kilometers. What is that? Well, 42 kilometers would work in Italy anyway. So, I wish they would. No. Oh, in miles. I asked in miles. God dang it. Oh, these are all train. Yeah, we're not taking the train, folks. This is ancient Rome. Let's do that again. How many miles from Pompeii to Pozzuoli? I mean, this is not complicated. 41 minutes? No, here we go. It is, so 41 minutes. Of course, it won't tell me miles for some, 41, no? Is that miles or minutes? It won't tell me miles for some reason. What is that? Son of a gun. Does it mean, no, 41 minutes? So that would be, I guess, if I'm driving. So probably a couple days travel with my caravan, right? But my goal is to see roughly how long it would take. So this is May 16th. So let's say we've been invited. Let's say June. One-day mob event. All right. So we're going to travel, a couple days to get there. And we have a mob event. So our mob event is going to feature my 3 criminals. So we're going to have, I'm going to give them names. Let's say these criminals would be, let's say they're Italian. Antonius. Gosh. Antonus. 1, 9 through 12. And 11 is his defense. Let's go. Aurelia, 9 through 12. So here's the dangerous part. The dangerous part about buying 3 criminals that are all identical, if they're hit, they all take damage, right? Or, excuse me, they don't all take damage. Any one of them could take damage. However, if I hit a target, all 3 would do damage, which is how they killed my guy so quickly. Because if I roll a hit, an engagement, all 3 of them attack a thing together. So it's unison. So they're weak, but as a mob, they literally, because they have the same numbers, are very, very dangerous, right? As a group. So these guys will mob people, right? Antonius, Aurelia, and let's go Gregorius. Okay, he's a 1, 9 through 12. So again, I talk about the simple math. My game appears to be really simple. But there is no doubt, if you've paid attention, if you're paying attention to math and how the game functions, you can see how strategies can be used to create even weak characters. Again, could really waylay big. So in the man alone events, for instance. But we're in a mob event, right? And Gaius was a 3, 7, 8 with a 5 defense. Okay, we're going to be facing our opponent who invited us, Flavia, Pozzuoli, Italy. This is Caesar Paulinus. He has 18 coins. He's good to go. His mob is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to get completely smashed. As you can see, Capio's a 3, Gaius is a 3, Averus is a 2, and Aurelius is a 2. We have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6. They have a total of 8, 9, 10. So, again, you can see how much more powerful Pozzuoli's mob is right now. So we're in deep trouble. But that's because we hosted a 3-day and we got decimated. We got wiped out. And had we not gotten, wiped out, we would have more, right? So I've spent all of my coins. This turned out to be a mob event. Ideally, I was hoping to get last man. My lion would have faced Marcus. So ideally, I would have liked to have seen this matchup. As it is, unfortunately, or hell, 7, 8, 9, 10, even his last man matchup is tough. But we're facing this right now. So you can see this is probably going to be, this is going to decimate. I'm literally going to be going home. I have to get a kill or 2 because then I got coins to buy something. I'll be going home probably with my lion and maybe 1 or 2 coins. So let's find out. So turn one. And remember, this could be like a week-long set of events for this local governor or something. Who knows? I'm just invited for this particular event on this day in June. So we're there to do this thing for that afternoon show, right? Afternoon blood sport. All right, so here's the roll, folks. This is huge because this could wipe us out right out of the gate. 6. So our roll is 6. Okay, that 6 is going to create nothing for us. We will do no damage at all anywhere. It does not protect us. Our defense range is not hit. And they're going to have Capio is going to damage somebody. So we're going to have Capio. Capito is going to kill. And again, we just go in order here. And Antonius. So already down a man. Turn 2. Uh-oh. This is going to be a quick event. 12. Holy cow. That's going to be a lot of damage, folks. That's huge. So 12. We're going to have 2 guys go down. Remember, this is simultaneous, but I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 doing damage. No defense for 12 for any of us. But 1, 2, 3 guys are going to do damage. I'm going to have them take out Capito. So that's, oh no, Antonio's dead. Shite. Okay, we're going to take out Varus. Let's take out Aurelius. We're going to take out Aurelius. So we're going to have Aurelia and Gregorius kill. Where's he at? We want to kill the guy that does the most damage. That's going to be Aurelius. But Aurelius kills Aurelia. Dang, but we did earn a coin. So we got a coin for a kill. So we got something back. Holy cow, this is going to be a very quick game. Turn 3. The game is not meant to be easy, folks. It's meant to be a fast-playing, violent game, and you're trying to build a legendary gladiatorial team owner. 5. That's good for us. No, it's not. So wait a second. I got to make sure I make note of this. KIA. KIA. So 5 doesn't fall into any of ours, but it does protect Gaius from damage. That damage would be Capito and Gaius would both do damage. So very simply, we're going to say, did we kill Capito or we killed Aurelius? So it's going to be Capio and Gaius kill my last guy, which is going to be Gregorius. Fortunately, Gaius defends. So he stands in tight and defends himself with a shield and sword. Turn 4. We got to score some points, and we need another kill. Turn 4 is going to be 7. That is going to be a hit for Gaius, thank gosh. So Gaius can't kill, but it'll be... So they lost Aurelius. We want to damage Verus. Damages. Okay. And again, I rolled a 7. Fortunately, they don't have anyone in the 7 range. Hallelujah. Good job. Now we just need to get a kill so we can get some coins going here. We need Gaius to do the same. 8. Yes, Gaius is going to kill. He's going to slay Verus. That's going to give us another coin earned. However, I rolled an 8, which means, we killed, so Garrus will do damage. So Verus, before he dies, will damage Gaius. Gaius is now at 2. Wow. Wait a second. I rolled an 8. Holy cow, folks. And again, I had already killed. Okay, so we still got to beat down. We got to still survive Capito and Garrus, but they're down 2. So we've got 2 coins. Garrus is up against 2 now. We need to roll 7s and 8s for us to win. Turn 6. He can do it, folks. 7. Holy cow. Gaius putting on a show for us is going to damage. We got to do this. We're going to damage Capito. Now, was Capito damaged earlier? No. So Capito is down to 2. Unbelievable. And fortunately for them, they don't have anybody in the 7 range. We can, if we roll 7s and 8s, like rolling craps, we can do some serious damage here. 7, baby. You've got to be kidding me. Look at this. Gaius fighting like a monster. Damages Capito, who's now down to 1. Folks, what a valiant effort. And remember, the other 2 aren't engaged, right? And we haven't had no action, so we don't have to worry about that. Turn 8. Another 7 or 8. So this is why 7s and 8s and 6s and 7s are good, right? Because they're going to come up more than anything. Wow. 3. Oh no, Gaius is going to be cut down, I believe. He defends himself. Verus damages. Yep, dang, they're going to swarm him and put him down on a 3. He does not defend himself on a 3. So I rolled a 3, which means both Capito and Gaius for him. Capito and Gaius kill my Gaius. We're getting too many Gaiuses going on. And that's it. The event is over. We would turn tail and go home with 2 coins and a lion. And that is game number 2. First game was an epic 3-day festival in Pompeii. We are then invited to travel to Pozzuoli, Italy, invited by Caesar Paulinus. We purchased the 3 criminals who had killed Maximus and the lion. We also picked up a very good gladiator. We travel as a mob to do the mob event, and Capito immediately takes out our first. Gregorius was, of course, killed in action, and Gaius killed in action. I will go home with 2 coins and a lion. They were too much for us. This was a doomed event right here. We were going to hurt no matter who we fought. Remember, these aren't built to be easy. So sometimes it's going to be best to host your own events like I did here. I hosted this event, and I handpicked and chose what kind of events they were going to be, because it was a 3-day event. And so, to build some coins or to try to build a little bit, you might want to host some events and try to keep it where, if you lose 1 or 2 gladiators, you're not decimated early. As it is, I'm going to go home to Pompeii with only 2 coins and a lion. I'll probably host a couple of man alone events to see if my lion can defeat a couple of invited men alone. And that would at least allow me to earn some coins to rebuild my stock. Again, if you are out of money and out of competitors, the game is over, right? Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Bloodsport Gladiators. Another fantastic session. Bye-bye.